You guys gonna use this for something weird, don't you? Don't you? I'm actually terrified of bikes. This is really not a good thing for me. I think I swallowed a bug too.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well because today I came bearing gifts. First of all, I'm going to talk about the LTX2 LoRa making and how to do it. And before I start that, I just want to say thank you for everybody who subscribes to my YouTube channel and follows me and watches my video, gives me comments. And if you're actually interested about something that I mentioned in this video, please send me a comment under the description in the comment section and let me know what you would like to know, because I might be able to answer the question, or maybe someone else is able to answer your question. I would also like to thank you for everyone who's following me on Patreon. There's actually a lot of people who's following me on here now, and I was kind of surprised that there's so many people who wants to follow me on Patreon. But I guess it's also because I'm posting the workflows on Patreon now, because it's just better as just an extra platform, especially after what Discord did and will do. And I thought that maybe some people would be not perfectly comfortable joining Discord after the whole thing. So Patreon is going to be there now. It's free, you don't have to pay for anything. There is a support version where you can like click on support, but that's just if you want to support my work. And the same for my YouTube channel. Everything is the same, it's free. And I think I have a support thingy on here, but I don't know if I activated it. I'm gonna have to look it up. Other than these things, let's go back to here, because this is interesting. In the past weekend and a couple days after that weekend, I spent my time with figuring out how to make LTX2 LoRas with Ai-toolkit. And currently Ai-toolkit is apparently unable to do proper audio for LTX2. But that really doesn't matter, because even though you can't train it, like you would have to turn on do audio and I guess normalize the audio, because that would equalize the audio levels. But I'm not doing that because currently Ai-toolkit is unable to do that with its current commit. Maybe later it's going to be able to do that, but currently it's just not. However, it doesn't matter because we have so many TTS now that can clone a voice under like 2 seconds that it really doesn't matter, because in any LTX workflow, you can just add your own customized audio, which is what I was doing, and that's how I made these videos that you saw. And to make those LoRas for these videos that you can even use in a video-to-video tutorial, in a video-to-video workflow, or in a text-to-video workflow, you can do really, really easy and pretty much fast. So there are a couple certain things that you would have to consider. First of all, how much VRAM do you have on your video card, and how much RAM do you have on your video card? Because even the 5090 needs to have these two turned on and this turned on, because otherwise everything is gonna go crazy. As you can see, I was doing a Batman LoRa. I mean, obviously you saw the first video in here, and I only did 1000 steps. 1000 steps, that's all you need, nothing else. And on the 5090, each iteration took me 5 seconds. So technically the whole thing was done in 5000 seconds. How much time is that? Well, on the 5090, if you do 1000 steps and it's 5 seconds per step, it's going to be about 1.5 hours, nothing else. And the reason is because you are quantizing and decreasing a bunch of things. If you are running into some memory issues, before you would change any of these things and go lower, you can lower the linear rank of the LoRa. So for example, if you have maybe a 4090 or maybe a 3090, because you would have 24 gigs of RAM. I was reaching and peaking around 28.5 and 29 gigabytes VRAM. So you have 24. So technically, I think if you would go down to only like 24 rank, maybe you would probably be fine, or maybe even a little bit higher, maybe like 28. I don't know. You have to test it. I can't reach 64. Rank 64 in the LoRa rank. That's just not happening to me. If you have a stronger card than mine, which means you have the RTX 6000 or maybe a dual 5090 setup, or maybe, I don't know, two 4090 or two 3090s, which would give you 48 gigs of RAM, and somehow you make it possible for both cards to be used while you are training, I guess you don't really have to worry about that. You might even be able to push this a little bit up, but it's not necessary, because as you can see, the quality is pretty good. The next things are like these. You just have these on like that. this is not really super important. The only important thing here, if you have a 5090 or under the capacity of the 5090, you turn on the catch latent, the catch text embeddings. You have to turn this on. Then you go lower. By the way, whatever ChatGPT says, keep this on 1. Keep this on 1. Okay, so the repeats. This is a really interesting number. What I noticed, even if I had 25 clips 3 seconds long, if I had this on one repeat, that means each steps, the videos are going to be seen once. And let's say you have a 1 second long video and all of your videos are 1 second long, which means it's only 24 frames, and you have a 5090, you are wasting your time. And in my number of repeats, instead of 1, I used 10. Because this would increase the numbers of frames because it repeats the video 10 times. Why is that important? Because there is like a limit that you would kind of have to reach for the training to click with the likeness of the Lora, and then it has to be on like 512 by 512. Even an RTX 6000 can only do like 768 on stable. I don't know if it's able to do 1024 by 1024, but as you can see, you don't really need that. Like if you are actually setting up your dataset properly, then 512 by 512 is plenty enough. We're not working with 4K right now. We're working with full HD barely. So, 512 by 512 is perfect, because even if you're making a full frame face clip, 512 by 512 for a full face is like a quarter of your screen. That's a big face. So just leave it on 10 repeats if you have about 25 clips and maybe like 1, 2, or even 3 seconds. But to be fair, you don't need more than 2 seconds. And maybe you don't even need more than 1 second. But in this case, for the Batman Lora, I did have 54 clips. And if the clips are a little bit shorter, then you can increase the number of clips because there is going to be a number of frames that you want to work with. Because also your VRAM depends on that as well. So that will be about the same amount of frames in total from all the clips with these repeats as the 2 second long clips that is only 26 clips. Because there is like a frame count that you would have to consider here as well. Why am I saying this? It's because you also have to consider your VRAM. That kind of counts into the VRAM and how you use your VRAM. You would also have to consider how many frames are you going to be using, and that can also slow down your training. But if you have a really good variety of clips, and if you have really good close-ups for the face, at least 4 or 5, like you don't even need more than 4 or 5, and you will have a very accurate result. And that's about it. Like anything else is just kind of samples and stuff. Oh, by the way, yeah, I need to tell you something. Do you see this thing? So this is the basic setting. This is not enough. You have to put it up to 5 or maybe 6. So far, I have tested 10 sampling steps and guidance scale 5. And the higher I put the guidance scale, the better the quality of the videos were. The higher I put the steps, nothing happened. I can literally leave this on 10, and if I leave the guidance scale on like whatever, it's gonna be trash. I can put this up to 50, and if I leave the guidance scale on 4, the quality is gonna be trash. But if I put this on 10, which is not the regular, but if I put this on 10 and I put up the guidance scale up to 5 or 6, the quality of the videos are gonna be better. Like, I don't get it. I don't really know why. Like, I thought this was not that important, or I even sometimes thought that, is it 4? Why is it 4? It kind of seems a little bit high up, but apparently it wasn't. Apparently it was even low. So I raised it, and as more as I'm raising it, it seems like the better the quality is. I guess there will be somewhere an alignment between the guidance scale and the sample steps where I can actually get very good results. I just don't really want to start training and just wait like 5 minutes while this thing is setting itself off to just render one sampling video. Like I just don't want to. Right now, this is the next thing that I'm gonna try. I recommend you do that too. And when you're done with your Lora, because on a 5090 this is 1.5 hours, I guess on older cards it's gonna be a little bit slower, especially if you have less VRAM than I do. because then that's going to probably slow things down as well. But as I said, you don't necessarily have to lock yourself into the really long work with this thing, because with 1000 steps and with 1 second long clips, you can actually achieve a lot, and you don't need to do and overflood your VRAM, because that's what I did first, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Why does it look not better on like 4000 steps than what I already got on 1000 steps? And then I started looking into it, and I was like, okay, so that's why. So I basically trained everything perfectly fine by the time I got there. By the way, this thing, the advanced stuff, turn this thing on. It's important. It will be even more important when you're gonna start using audio training, but for now it's just important because of the likeness. So just have it turned on, because this is important as well. And after you set up everything, go ahead and start that training. And that would be all. And if you don't believe me, listen to my assistant.
Guys, be serious. Christ literally sacrificed himself for your sins.
Yes, I did that too, because I thought maybe people won't believe me if I only show Batman as a Lora, right? So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're gonna make good Loras yourself from now on, and I hope I could help you with saving a lot of time by wasting a lot of my own time. And I hope you, I don't know, subscribe or something. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section, or if you want to join the Discord and join the conversation in there as well. All right, see you guys. The workflows are gonna be up on the places. Bye.